white. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up. Every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Cook right. Hey.
Wilson airing it out to start. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Wilson now from the gun. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action now, Wilson. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look at the big guys up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
This is Harris on second down. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on there, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Russ now from the gun. And once again, they can't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And they're on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
No touch that. 63. No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. This ball's caught by Uzama. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Great.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
No
Running left, this is Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 28, he's got Devontae Smith. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They're gonna run with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
I'll try again with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Fits it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, here's Russ. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Trying to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Wilson. It is Cup, left side. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware. But he's a viable option as well.
Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Back to throw, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Third and 4 coming up now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
63, pass. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Now, that's a situation may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. One last play before the break.
What? Good touch.
A final throw before the break. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hey, easy. 63, bad. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left. No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He finds space for a few yards that time. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
No touch it. No touch.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Wilson on 1st and 10. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Great, set. No touch.
First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Great.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Steelers are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Hits the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Close right. Right.
Fields coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Check.
Another throw for Fields. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. He's contained at the line for no gain. Darius Slay with the stop.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
A run with Warren. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, son.
1st down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Here we go.
2nd down and 10. Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Here we go, son. Set.
Shotgun snap to Fields. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, son. Up. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance.
Here we go, son. EQ. West right sit. You got a mini base. Why not? Mayday. Right.
Looking to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Phil King. No touch.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Great.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Easy. Here we go. 11. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. All right.
Play action, Fields. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. He's loaded another one up. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. This our last play of the quarter.
11. Don't jump. Ready? EQ! Go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Angel. Chip clear. All right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's second down.
Hey, 551. Out, let's go. Sit high.
He'll throw it yet again. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields on third. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing... play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
No touch. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
No touch.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
63. No touch. No touch.
They go to Barkley again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Great.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
No touch.
Running it after the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 3 on that run. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
No touch. 73. No touch.
They'll go with the option to the right side. He spins into the clear. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Running down the left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It's really hard, Kate, to get 100-yard games, right? Defenses in this league pride themselves on keeping rushers short of 100, but if you're going to hit that century mark, it's going to take runs just like that one.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Great. Set. No touch.
He tries to sneak it, and he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Great. Set. No
He'll
touch.
try to do it himself. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. 3 straight runs, stop short of the end zone. And now what do they do on 4th and goal?
That right there, That's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a third down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's a chip shot, this one, straight ahead. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, alert. Alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Front left. Front that.
Wilson now from the gun. Catch made by Austin. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Finds his man, it's Van Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Chased out to his right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Eagles take a knee. They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So beneath a chorus of fly, Eagles fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.